Of course, in the last 3 years, the situation of Afghanistan's people have drastically deteriorated. Uh, the country is experiencing a myriad of crises. So we have a humanitarian crisis, political crisis, security crisis, economic crisis. And each crisis for the last 3 years has exacerbated. Afghanistan today lacks a legitimate government. We have no government for the past 3 years. The Taliban is in Afghanistan's government because it doesn't represent the will of Afghanistan's people. And they themselves are divided. We do not know where the capital is, for example. There's two main power centers. One is Kabul, the other is Kandahar. And there is a competition between Kabul and Kandahar. So this is confusing not only for Afghanistan's people, but for regional countries and the international community. They have put Afghanistan on a path of disintegration. When it comes to the security crisis, of course, the resurgence of terrorism, of extremism, is clearly being seen inside Afghanistan today. Since the Taliban's return to power, more than 21 regional and international terrorist networks have returned to Afghanistan or have basically migrated to Afghanistan and is using this country as a haven, as a hub to train, to recruit, and then to plan and facilitate attacks against others. And we are seeing warnings now throughout the world. We saw the Moscow attacks, we saw the attacks in other regional countries. And just 2 days ago, the FBI director testified in Congress, and he even stated how terrorists are trying to enter the United States through the southern border with Mexico. And so we're seeing now the consequences of the disastrous withdrawal that happened 3 years ago, that now the world is becoming much more concerned over the situation in Afghanistan, especially when it comes to terrorism.